Hi, welcome to my video. Y'all, there's so much on my mind and so many things to talk about, but in this video, I want to talk about conservatives fighting back. Now, the first group of people that I want to talk about is Trump supporters. Now, in light of everything that's going on in the election and the suspiciousness of what's been transpiring in these poll offices, Trump supporters are like, oh no, not on my watch. They are out at these poll offices and they are protesting in big, large numbers. So that's one thing. Another thing is, this was very strange, but Berverlyn Beatty was stabbed this week. She was stabbed actually on November the 3rd, same night as the election, in Washington, D.C., because she said she and the Proud Boys, they went to Washington, D.C. to celebrate, President Trump being elected. And so I think after that didn't happen that night, they went back to the hotel, they changed clothes. The Proud Boys, they left their weapons and everything in the room because they decided, Berverlyn and the Proud Boys, they decided that they would go back out and just enjoy the evening, go take a walk and stuff. So as they were on their walk, they saw a group of kids. They were black kids. And then they saw an elderly man. And they could see, I guess from the distance where they were, they could see the kids eyeing the elderly man and looking like they were going to do something to him. So they intervened and got into a confrontation with the kids. And one of the young ladies wound up taking a broken glass bottle out of her backpack and stabbing Berverlyn. Now, this is according to what Berverlyn posted on her YouTube. So, I can say allegedly she was stabbed by one of the kids, but that's what she said. So they didn't just stand by and watch. They got involved. They said, no, we're not on our watch. We're not going to let this happen. We're not going to let this guy get attacked by these kids and we just stand here and do nothing. So that's another way that the conservatives has fought back this week. The third thing is with Candace Owens. Candace Owens just put out a video saying that she was going to sue Facebook fact checkers. And what had happened was she had put out an article by a doctor that said, talking about the suicide rate since we've been locked down, since the pandemic, and also how the numbers of death related to COVID has been extremely exaggerated. So she put that out on Facebook and they took it down. And then they also posted a counter article from another doctor saying, basically that wasn't true and this is how it is. And which was really that doctor's opinion. And now this is according to what Candace Owens said in her video on YouTube. So I'll say allegedly. This is what happened. So Candace is suing fact checkers of Facebook. She's also suing Politico. She's gotten a lawyer of Nick Sandman. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the guy that where the Native American got in his face and he was just standing there And then the news just went on a rampant with their lies, as they do always. And they said that the kid was smirking at the Native American and being disrespectful to him. So basically, defamation of character. And so causing, a lot of anguish to his family, a lot of death threats. So they sued CNN and they won in the millions. So she got one of the lawyers that was on that case. And also she got a lawyer. She said that this guy was involved in winning one of the biggest lawsuits in the world ever. And he went after big tobacco. And they won. So she got one of the guys off of that team. And she said some other lawyers. So far, she said they have spent $40,000. But she said she knows that it's going to be expensive. And this is a time where she's going to have to ask for crowdfunding. She said normally that's something she doesn't like to do. But, with a lawsuit like this, she said, it's going to be an exorbitant amount, to keep it going until the end to fight big tech. And so she has created a website. So if you want to go out and find more about what's going on in this lawsuit and exactly why they're suing and who they're suing, because I know it's Facebook fact checkers and Politico, but I think she mentioned another one and it may be some more. So if you want to find out more detail, you can go to, and I'm going to look over to the side because I have it written down. It's called factcheckzuck.com. Factcheckzuck.com. And that would give you all the details on this lawsuit where she is suing the fact checkers from Facebook and Political and others. And also, you have an opportunity to donate through that site. And last but not least is our President Trump. He is not laying down, y'all. He's not going to lay down and roll over and accept Joe Biden to take over the presidency without a fight. Because there's some things that just doesn't line up, that just doesn't make sense. And until they get down to the bottom of it and find out that all the numbers are correct, he's like, no, I will fight to the end and exhaust every avenue. So they already have some lawsuits currently out against some of the cities where they haven't released the poll numbers. And because, they wouldn't let the Republican poll observers really observe them. In one instance, the guy was let in, but he was 20 feet away. He couldn't see nothing. He couldn't tell what was going on. And then in some polls, they wouldn't even let the observers in. So that just makes you think that there's something fishy going on. But, so they got those lawsuits out. But, I hear Monday they got more lawsuits coming. And they are having whistleblowers that are coming out. And there was just a news report, I think yesterday with Giuliani. And he had the guy talking about how they did him at the poll when he went to observe. And he's a lawyer and he was chosen to observe. And that's the one that they wouldn't let him get, close to really see what was going on. They had him like 20 feet, 20 feet away from him. And he couldn't tell what was going on. So these are some of the people that are fighting back. Of course, we know our president will be fighting until the fat lady sings, as they said. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. So this could take a while. But anyway, I did not know if you guys were aware of all of that was going on. I know you probably are aware of conservatives being out in the street outside the polling offices, you know, giving them some nice grief, if you want to say it that way, peacefully protesting. But I didn't know if you knew about the Berverlyn Beatty thing or the Candace Owens. So anyway, that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps this video get pushed out more. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Takes less than 1 second to do both, and it's free. Also, please add a comment. I love your comments, and I will respond when I get a moment. And share this video. Thank you so much for watching, y'all, and have a blessed day. Bye.